Welcome to your chordal guitar lesson of the week, and today we are going to play dramatic notes. Yes, I'm gonna show you which notes to choose for your melody if you want your song to be heart-wrenching and sad and overly dramatic for your melodies on top of your chords. So let's start by picking a minor key. I'm gonna pick the key of A minor. And I'm going to play a simple chord progression with the root chord of my key followed by the natural fifth degree. So it's going to be A minor followed by E minor. So let's record a short loop so we can use it and build our melody on top. So now that we have our loop, we can build our melody. And the trick, if you want an overly dramatic melody that is going to be super sad, it's to dwell on the second interval compared to the chord that you're on. So let's say that the chord is A minor. You will build your melody around the second interval compared to this chord. So the root note of A minor is A, so we are going to go one step above, so it's going to be B. So on top of this A minor chord, we are going to emphasize the B note. This note right here. And the same goes for the E minor chord. The root note of E minor is E, so one step higher is F sharp. So root is E, and we are going to go two semitones higher. So F sharp is the note that we are going to emphasize over our E minor chord. And why it is so effective to dwell and stay on the second interval in our chords is because that if we stay on the root note, this is going to sound stable and resolved, which can be great also. But if you want to be super sad and overly dramatic, you have to stay on some notes that are just a bit unstable. And the second interval is unstable, but not so much that you truly want it to resolve to another note. The longer that you stay on it, the longer you get used to this kind of sound without feeling the need that this note should resolve. So let's play our loop again, and I'm just gonna focus on the B note on top of my A minor chord and the F sharp note on top of my E minor chord. Now you instantly recognize this sound of sad prog music or something like that. This is the impact of the second interval on it. But now we stay on these notes for a little bit too long. So the goal is to emphasize this note on our melodies, but create some more complex melodies with more notes, right? So we are going to play this note on the downbeat and stay on it for a while, but add other notes on top. So maybe this could sound something like this. So with this melody, it moves more, we have more notes, but the goal is having the second interval of each chord on a downbeat, so it's really assumed that we dwell on this note. So let's play this melody on top of our loop. So for example, if I were to focus on the downbeats on the root note of my chords, this would sound great too, but it will not be so dramatic as when we use the second interval. So let's make the example on dwelling on the root intervals. Not overly dramatic compared to this note here. So that's the trick if you want to create super sad melodies to make your audience cry the next time you make a song in minor. Try to target the second interval on each chord, and that's going to do the trick. Thanks a lot for watching. Just before you leave this video, I want you to grab your free stuff in the description box. I have a free mini course on ambient chords on my website. I have a free 11-page ebook on all my best tips to create ambient guitar loops, and I have a new free guide which is everything that I use in my home studio to record, because these are questions that I get a lot. What are your microphones? What's my interface? What are my plugins? Which are my amps? I answered all of that in a PDF guide that you can get in the description box also. So these are my gifts to you. Pick up everything that you want. It's all free for you to take, and we will see each other very soon. So until next time, au revoir.